Hello Libra, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the energy and predictions for the sign of Libra for the end of January. Now, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now, the timeline for this reading is from January 26th until February 12th. The reason I chose February 12th is because that is the full moon in Leo. And, full moons can typically be about endings, chapters closing, all of that sort of energy. And yeah, so we're going to take a look at what's going on for you, what might be closing out for you here as we close out the month of January. Now, quick update, I have committed to reading tarot throughout the rest of 2025, so you should expect to see a lot more readings from me. And yeah, I will be doing a February monthly reading after this one. So you're stuck with me, Libra. You are stuck with me. All right. But I'll also make that announcement on my February monthly readings as well, just in case somebody misses it. All right. I think we're all set up here and in view. And let's go ahead and take a look at what the energy on the bottom is for you here, Libra. So you have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune really speaks to two key things. One of which is the Wheel of Fortune can represent your destiny or the path to your destiny kind of showing up in some area of your life. It could suggest that the sort of wheel of your destiny has turned towards you in your favor, and here it is, it's right in front of you. Would you like to take it? The other thing is the Wheel of Fortune can represent just the aspect of luck in your life. Remember, we cannot control luck, but we can put ourselves in a position to get lucky. And the thing about the Wheel of Fortune is I'm feeling the need to say this message to people as I look at the Wheel of Fortune recently, because the thing about the Wheel of Fortune is it suggests that it is there, but it does not imply certainty. So the world would imply certainty. The world represents that you have come to a complete closure of something successfully. It's, there's certainty applied to that. The Wheel of Fortune, all it suggests is that the luck, the destiny, the opportunity is there, but it is not certain. The way that you can make it more likely to be certain is if you take the opportunity. But with the Wheel of Fortune, of course, the wheel keeps spinning, so you do not have to take it. All right? So that is a long-winded explanation that there could be something right in front of you available during this last week here in January and as you roll into February, but it will be up to you to decide if you want to take it. Now, what area of life could this be in? Well, for some of you, there could be some fated ending in a relationship, as I'm taking a quick glance at the cards. And this could be like a blessed ending, even though it might be challenging. This could absolutely be showing up for some of you. For others of you, it looks like there could be a financial opportunity to increase some income or abundance in some ways in your life. But let's go ahead and let's dive into this. So in the middle card here, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is potentially a financial event coming into your life. This card can come forward when you have like some type of like documentation that you have to do. Maybe you need to sign off on papers or sign off on something. This is also a card of just generally your income and maybe something related to your income changing, or it's typically for the better, by the way. It's typically for the better. But you do have some transformations to the left and to the right of this Knight of Pentacles with the Tower and the Death card. So remember, as you look at these cards, you have to take everything into consideration. You have probably the best card in the tarot, or one of the most positive cards with the Sun, right? But flanked by the Sun, you have, of course, the Tower, and then on the other side, you have the Death card. So what does this mean? Well, it seems like something is changing for some of you in your financial areas. I'll be very interested to see how we clarify, particularly this row, when I go through and clarify with more cards, because I want to get some more details on this. But it does seem to be there's a change in the way that you generate money or income or your investment, something like this. For others of you, this certainly in this row seems to be something connected to a relationship. So remember, the wheel of your destiny here is sort of showing itself. It's spinning. It's kind of staring you right in the face and saying, here are the options on the table. Now, in the first column, you have the Hierophant, the Tower, and the Sun card. All three cards are major arcanas. Now, these represent major themes in your life. And we'll just start here with the Hierophant. This can be a card of marriage or like traditional relationships, right? Relationships that are long-lasting or that you hope to be long-lasting, maybe even implying marriage. Some of you could be in a marriage now, and there could be some sort of situation with that unfolding. On the other end, really the Hierophant represents tradition. So again, obviously marriage is a traditional type of relationship, but it's also this idea of a 9 to 5, right? Because another tradition that many people have in many countries is the 9 to 5. I'm pretty sure like almost every country has a 9 to 5, right? And so it can represent the organization that you work for, the employer, the place of work that you go into day in and day out, Monday through Friday. And there could be some changes here going on as you have the Tower card here, Libra. The Tower represents an upheaval potentially, but the positive spin on the tower, and remember, I really always try to keep these messages positive because I think it's just the best application of tarot. But the Tower really on the positive end of this is freedom, right? Because the people falling from this tower, they were trapped in this tower for who knows how long. And now, while the tower is collapsing, they are being given an opportunity of freedom, right? And it's possible that for some of you, you've been in a situationship or a relationship where it's like maybe it feels comfortable, maybe there are some good things, but it seems like maybe this could be releasing for some of you. Now, again, if your relationship's great, then that's not the message for you. This is probably more geared towards your finances in some ways. Maybe there are some company changes. Maybe there's some like broad across the board company changes. Maybe there's some like restructurings of the management team or something like this. Maybe your company's being bought out. Something like this could be going on here, Libra. If you're self-employed, you could be needing to come up with new ways to promote your business or to add an extra income stream. All of these things could be on the table. There's definitely a surprise or a change happening in one of those areas for you if this is your reading. Now, the thing here is you do have this extreme bright spot, which is the sun. If you just take a look at this guy on the horse there, they're just living life, right? This embodies positivity and good energy. The sun is all about a bright spot in your life and allowing that to shine through and shine forward for you. And it also implies some type of success as well. And so oftentimes when we go through these upheavals, these changes, there is some sort of gift that is also surprisingly good that comes as a result of this. And I think that this could be on the table, especially I love that you have the wheel on the bottom because it could be a surprise, like a surprise blessing, right? Like a surprise blessing, like a blessing in disguise type deal. Now in the middle column, you have the Three of Swords, you have the Knight of Pentacles, and you have the Queen of Swords. Okay, so, swords in tarot can represent cutting, right? It's like a cutting energy. Something that, while painful, may need to be removed from your path, from your timeline, in order to go down, in order to sort of like continue your dharma, which is really what you're meant to do in this lifetime. And I think that's just part of the human experience. I've been saying that a lot in these readings, but it's possible here that something is being cut out, okay? Something is being cut out here. Maybe in the financial areas, maybe you need to do a budget, maybe you need to look at your relationships. Something here I think will end up being removed between now and February 12th for you if this is your timeline. But on the other end of this, there are some major, major gifts from the universe as you go through this. In the final column, you have the Fool, the Death card, and the Four of Pentacles. So some of you are really hanging on to something. It's definitely, it can be definitely very challenging to let go. And I think maybe some of you are in that frequency right now. You can see that this person here is holding on to this pentacle so tightly, they don't want to let it go. They're even fearful that if they let one of these four pentacles go, that they won't get the pentacle back, right? And so this can be like a sort of restriction or a constricting type of energy, particularly as it is particularly around finances. And so for some of you here, this could, some of you may need to take a look at like what's available, what's coming in, what's going out. How can I come up with a game plan to spend this or to save this, so forth and so on. Some of you are maybe looking at that. There may also be an opportunity to increase as well with the Sun in the Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Pentacles there. There could be an opportunity to increase. But I'll really be curious to see what the clarifiers are for you to really get some more details on that. And, the Tower and the Death card, that's a really powerful combination of cards, okay? And again, taking the positive spin on tarot here, Tower and the Death is like, it's like a potential revelation. It's almost like a, how do I say, like synchronicity isn't the right word, but it's like a shock to the system. It's a revelation. It's something that needs to be cleared. Yeah, something that needs to be transformed, but in a big way when you get these two cards. And they are to the left and to the right, they are flanking the Knight of Pentacles. So I think for more of you, this could be the synergy between a relationship and money. Okay, as I'm really, really thinking about this more, this transformation, this upheaval, this change could be around the synergy between relationships and money, for sure. Maybe one of you, maybe the relationship is just unbalanced. Yeah, unbalanced in the financial area, or there's something maybe connected to finances and relationships here that is being transformed. I love for you that you have the Fool, though, with the Wheel of Fortune and the Fool. Wheel of Fortune, again, it does suggest that your destiny is here. Do you want to take it? But it seems like if you decide to go down that path, you're getting like a complete fresh start around something. But I think at this point, what I really want to do is I want to get some more clarity. I want to get some more information. So let's go ahead and let's start off by pulling some oracle cards here. Now, I do hope you're doing well, Libra. Hope things are going good for you. It looks like you have 3 cards that wanted to come forward. By the way, I'll also be looking out for a clarifier that has a scale on it. Not only are you Libra, right, the scales, but just about every single reading, I'm way past halfway through. I only have a few more readings to do. Every single reading has had a scale on it in some way. There's been a huge message of balance for this set of readings that I've done. So you have change. I embrace change as a sacred sign of life. There is always movement. And that definitely is coming forward with the, a knight. Knights represent something being in motion. The Knight of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, definitely some movement here. And okay, this card's been coming forward. So you have eternal. I have access to everything here now. All past and future versions of yourself are accessible in the eternal now. You then have expansion. I expand through love. Love feeds the soul. Okay, so interesting because we have this one timeline here with the 3 of Swords. And it's possible that, this doesn't, remember, this doesn't confirm a breakup or anything or a divorce. It's possible here that some of you have conversations that need to be had, or some of you need to kind of lay it all out and talk through some things. So yeah, that could certainly be showing up. And maybe you just need to do it with love. And that's what that card is showing up to say. All right, now let's take a look at these oracle cards as well. All right, so you have trust and fear. Trust and fear. Immediately, I'm thinking of this 4 of Pentacles as I pull those 2 cards. And you also have happiness and strength, which is very much related to this Sun card. So also take a look at the heart here in the middle of this oracle card. I do wonder if some of you need to talk through any sort of trust issues or need to talk through something so that you can feel more secure in a relationship or a situation maybe involving your employer or your workplace. Maybe you just need to talk through something with somebody. You need to have an important conversation. All right, let's get some more information here and let's pull 9 more tarot cards to clarify each of the original 9. And let's see what we have here for you, Libra. I am a Libra sun sign with some other Libra placements as well, so always interested to see how these shake out. You have the 7 of Cups. You have the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, there's a card indicating balance. It's not a scale, but it's a card indicating balance. And then you have the 10 of Cups. Yeah, the theme for this set of readings, as you close out January and you roll into this full moon in on February 12th, is certainly balance. You can see that this person here is balancing the pentacles between both hands, and this does represent inflow, outflow. Um, it's possible with this Tower card and the Two of Pentacles, you may have an unexpected expense, maybe related to a vehicle, as you have the Knight of Pentacles. Would not be surprised to hear that. You could also have a family expense that comes up with the Ten of Cups. For sure. You could have a family expense or a vehicle expense, something maybe unexpected where you're like, okay, how am I going to pay for this, or how am I going to figure it out? And maybe this is also the fear that's coming forward here with this Four of Pentacles, being a little bit afraid to let go. Seven of Cups represents that you have so many choices that you can take at this time. It's a little overwhelming when you have the Seven of Cups, but you have so many choices in front of you, which is a great situation to be in, for sure. Always good to have options. But with the Wheel of Fortune, I like this for you. I like this with the Seven of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and the Fool, because, the path for your destiny in front of you seems to be one full of options, for sure. And it's kind of like, which is the best option? Ten of Cups with the Sun, I think that's probably the best, yeah, I'll say it. That's the strongest combination of happiness that you could get in the tarot. Literally, the two happiest cards in the tarot, the Sun and the Ten of Cups. So right now there's a bit of fear for you, but these two cards, especially as it's now clarified by the Ten of Cups, suggest that there is a very, very loud bright spot, a huge bright spot in your life where you are deriving some happiness from, right? And I think that there is something really, really to be happy about as you maybe go through these fears or these changes that are going on in your life at this time. Let's see what else we have here. You have the Eight of Swords, the Six of Pentacles. All right, there it is. There is the scale. I was looking for that. Everyone has gotten the Six of Pentacles in these readings for this set. Incredible. And I shuffle these. I have multiple sets of these cards. I shuffle them very well between readings. Every single person has gotten the Six of Pentacles. Huge financial balancing right now for the collective. I think this is a key point for everyone right now, not just for Libra. But there's like a huge push to look at inflow, outflow. If you are spending too much on something, maybe look at balancing that with the Six of Pentacles. We are ruled by Venus, right? We like fine things. We like the nice things in life, which is not a problem. But sometimes, I'm sure many of you can relate to this. Sometimes we like to buy the designer stuff or buy the top end stuff. Look, I think also, this is a little mundane, but we are rolling into tax season, at least here in the US, if you're in the US. I think right now the reason why so many people are looking at the Six of Pentacles is maybe people are gearing up to, do the mundane tax stuff, and also just, it's the beginning of the year, we're going into the second month of the year, just looking at like, okay, the holidays are behind us, what can I do, to increase or whatever. I think that this is coming in for a lot of people. You then have this Eight of Pentacles with the Queen of Swords. So the pretty clear focus on dedication as well towards your craft or your relationship. The Queen of Swords is a card that can indicate strong focus, like very, very strong clarity and focus on something. And the Eight of Swords says you're a little bit trapped right now. I said that with the Tower here. I get the feeling that some Libras that are watching this are feeling a little bit trapped or a little bit over, how do I say, maybe you're in a relationship with somebody that's overbearing, or you just feel like you need some space or something. You feel a little bit constricted in a relationship, and this could come up for review at this time. You then have the Eight of Cups with the Fool. Interesting. You have the Queen of Cups and the Five of Swords. All right, so there's something that some of the Libras here are going to have to spend on, okay? There's definitely you're going to have to part with, if this is really resonating for you, some of you are going to have to part with some of your money. This might be through like a tax bill, or this might be through like car maintenance or something. There maybe through a divorce settlement, something like this here, but some of you are going to have to part with some of the money you have. I don't think you're going to be completely drained, but with the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Swords and all of these other Pentacles cards and just the vibe of this reading, some of you are going to have to part with something for sure here. With this Queen of Cups and this Ten of Cups, Sun energy here. You are absolutely supported by other people that really love you in your life through this change. This could be your family, this could be your best friend, whatever. You have some really, really strong support from other people as you go through these changes at this time. Because for some of you, you are going to be choosing to walk away here with this Eight of Cups from someone or from a job or something like this here. And not only are people who really love you supporting you, but the universe is saying, this is going to be challenging, but we're giving you a completely fresh start as you walk away. So another knight on the bottom, definitely lots of movement and motion here for Libras. All right, this is what I have for you, Libra. Thank you so much for being here, and I will most certainly be talking to you again soon.